when I'm impatient, I get like angry, and I think that if I'm around other people, that feeds off on them and probably makes them a little impatient with me too. So.
Well, depending on the situation, most of the time I step away from the situation and try to control myself with what's going on so I don't like lash out at people or get more angry than I already am. And then I take time from the situation, then I go back to it and look at it with a clear mind.
So what I do when I get angry to help from losing my temper, I usually calm down, maybe read a book for a couple
By
minutes.
myself getting angry, I think the best thing for me to do is usually just walk away, take 5 minutes to myself before I answer.
I usually, if I can, step away, it's usually from my kids, and go hide in a different room for a minute and write it down.
Hey, my dog.
Well, I like to fidget with my hands or just take a break from things.
Well, usually what I do is try to take a deep breath and kind of step back from the situation and think about what I'm going to say and do so I don't lose my anger and get upset and say things and do things that I would regret later on.
But normally I tend to get off to myself and suppress it.
Lately, I have been trying to just count to 10 and pray to the Holy Spirit and ask Him to kind of temper my speech and help me to say the right thing and not to just blow up, which is what I tend to do.
When I get angry, to calm down, I usually like to go get a drink of water. I'll try to forgive the person that made me angry or what made me angry, and I'll try to pray to God.
I look at my Decaloris ring from my Cursillo trip and rub it and puts everything back in perspective.
One of the things I do try to do is think of the times I've lost my temper, whether it's at my husband or my kids or something like that, and the consequences behind it.
I just try to step back and take a deep breath and I ask myself, does it really matter? Does it really matter? And a lot of times the answer is no, and I'll just let it go.
Well, when something comes up that makes me angry, I have found that if I say to myself, it'll only bother you as much as you let it, then it helps me calm down because I realize I'm in control. I can't control what happens to me, but I can control how I feel about it.